Hello again, everybody. I'm Matthew White, and welcome to another edition of FYI right here from the studio at the Real Estate Channel. My guest today in studio is Grant Powell from Dominion Lending Center's mortgage expert, I believe the terminology is. You like that? You like that?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Grant. Thanks for coming on again, man.
Thank you.
Now, for those that don't know, tell us a little bit about how you got involved with the industry.
For years I've been involved sort of in the interest of real estate, and mortgage broker is a fairly new industry, and it's great being able to offer sort of a service to many people that are so busy in this day and age where they have various jobs where they work at night or they work all through the day and such like that. So it's great to be able to offer a service where they can either come down to my new office or I can talk to them over the phone.
So I guess you have to be pretty flexible hours-wise. You get people kind of calling you in a panic late at night type of thing, or?
Yeah, it's, a lot of times I will field the calls, but sometimes it's great to at least get the call to come in, and then I can sort of sort the calls out, either get back to them the next morning. If it's really emergency, of course, I try to get back to them that evening. But yeah, I have flexible hours. I work on the weekends, especially in this time of year where a lot of people are out house shopping on the weekends, and they're wondering if this is a little bit higher than they were expecting as far as purchase price. But it's great when they can give me a shout and I can say, oh yeah, you can afford that, put an offer in, sort of thing.
That must feel pretty good.
Yeah, well, for me too, it's great to get, exactly, a client into something that they thought they might not be able to afford, right? And rather than them waiting until, say, Monday, Tuesday to talk to their banker, dealing with me, of course, I can help them over the weekend. So yeah, it's awesome.
Now, you, of course, write articles as well on the subject, of which are featured on our website at www.realestatechannel.ca. And the last one we were talking about is Debt-Free in 10 Days. Tell us a little bit about that. It's a pretty lofty title.
Yeah, it's the power of equity. People that own a home already in the Vancouver area that, say, have bought at least a couple of years back, they have so much equity in their home that they can take out money to, say, pay down debt that's high interest, whether it's credit cards or they went on a shopping spree and went and bought a big screen TV and stuff like that. So rather than paying that high interest, they can refinance it 5.25% or whatever the discount rate is at the time, and pay out that high interest debt.
So if it's that easy, what's the apprehension? Why doesn't everybody do it?
I guess education. A lot of people don't realize they have the power to do that. The bank won't really contact every single client and say, hey, had you ever thought about doing this, right? As a mortgage broker, we basically get paid for helping people with their finances. So our incentive is to truly help them and to make sure they can keep their debt as low as possible, like interest rate wise, right? So if it's something they can do with the power of the house that they have or the property they have, it makes it work really well.
Now, can we get sort of a little futuristic glimpse of your next article coming up? What's happening there?
Yeah, actually, the next article I'm writing, just wrote, should be coming out in the next, sort of the end of the month here, beginning of April. It's using a mortgage broker and sort of the services that you get, as opposed to somebody driving all over the city, making numerous bank appointments, waiting in line, going to see these bankers, and basically only having a few small questions to ask, since they're fairly new to buying real estate or they're a first-time home buyer, and coming up with sort of the same answers. For clients to typically come in and see a mortgage broker, since we have so many lenders and programs to choose from, we need to talk to a client first to break down which sort of lenders and which programs are probably best suited for. So with that, you just go to one person, right? Come to me, and then the rest of the time after we have the first consultation, we can talk pretty much over the phone, correspond by email, and sort of sort out which direction would be best for you. And that's just, you only have to come in once.
One-stop shopping.
Instead of going around the city and sort of wasting so many days and such, right?
Now, last time I saw you, you were entering into new digs. Tell us about the new office there.
Yeah, it's in Yaletown, kitty corner from David Lamb Park, and it's 1283 Pacific Boulevard. I've got an office in there, a storefront, and it's great. I share a space with insurance agents and travel agents as well. So there's a lot of activity in the office, and we're sort of sharing business when we can, and it's great to have clients actually come in where, especially when they have kids and stuff, they don't want to get a babysitter in that way, and they can come in, or of course we can do stuff over the phone as well too, right? So.
Now, for those that are watching and want to find out more and get in touch with you, how can they do that?
You can go to my website, grantpowell.ca, or give me a call at 604-608-6905.
All right. Grant, thanks very much for coming back on the show. It's always a
Thanks.
pleasure to have you in the studio, man.
Thanks a lot.